Welcome back to another episode of Formless, where we connect with entrepreneurs, creators, dreamers, and people who shape their own path. Um, Today, I've got somebody who really built something from the ground up. Um, he's a promoter, he's an entrepreneur, he's a community builder, and he's originally from New York City, but he built this brand here in Syracuse, New York. Now, we're going to talk about how it all started. We're going to talk about what keeps him pushing, and we're going to talk about where he's headed next. Now, some of y'all may know, most of y'all may know about Keemoneyproductions, but I'm sitting here with Keemoney, Keebay right now.
Yes,
So
sir.
with that being said, welcome to Formless, bro.
Appreciate you, my boy.
Yes, sir. How you
Bro.
doing? How you doing?
Good, man.
Everything's good?
Yep.
So I want to get right into it, because for the people who don't know you, and like don't really know who Keebay is outside of like the nightlife or the events, like tell them who you is, bro.
Shit. Obviously my name is Keebay, and I might be known as Keemoney, but you know, I do events and that's about it, maybe, I think.
What borough in the city are you from?
I'm from the Bronx.
From the Bronx?
Yeah.
You grew up there like your entire life?
I grew up there my whole life. Since I was a kid, I was born here, and then when I was 3 years old, I went back to Africa. Did 7 years there. Then after that, I came back, and then after that, and this was like around 2010, 2011, and then came back and lived in the Bronx since then. So.
What part of Africa are you from?
I'm from Guinea.
From Guinea?
Yeah.
You was just recently there too, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't you?
Last year, December.
In December?
Yep.
How's that experience like? Because last time you was there since a kid, right?
Listen, man, it's nothing like home, bro.
Yeah.
Like, literally, bro, being here is just to work hard and really just go back home.
And go back home.
That's like, it's the motherland, bro. What can you say, you know? So.
You feel like you got any change of perspective since you last been back?
100%. You know, like, so it's been a long time I haven't been in Africa, you know. It took me like 14 years after coming back, and after going back, it changed my whole perspective, you know. Before I knew what was Africa basically, but now, since I've been there, like, it changed my whole perspective to just basically keep working hard, because a lot of things we have here, we don't have that in Africa, you know?
Taken for granted.
Yes. So, like, let's say, for example, $100 in Africa is a lot, you know? Like, you give somebody $100, they'll be very grateful, you know?
Yeah.
That will last them for, like, at least a month or so, you know?
Right.
So, it's just so many different ways, you know? But that's...
I kind of envy you. I never been back home.
Nah, you got to, bro.
I never went back. I've always wanted to, but it's a lot of crazy world affairs going on right now. So
Yep.
Yeah. So what was life like growing up in New York City?
Shit. I mean, one thing about me I could say, for example, is I was never like first off, I didn't speak English, you know?
Really?
I didn't know how to read. I didn't know how to speak English.
What language you guys speak?
So we speak Maninka.
Maninka.
Yeah, and French in Guinea, you know? So.
How you say hello in
hello?
Yeah.
I mean, you could say like, you just want me to say it?
Yeah, say it.
All right, well, it's like Abinyadi, for example.
Ambiandi?
Abinyadi.
You learn something new every day.
Abinyadi.
I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds like somebody's name.
I know, but it's not.
I like it.
Yep.
So you saying you didn't grow up, well, you didn't speak English growing up in the city?
Yeah.
From what year you was born from?
From 2000
to 2010?
Basically, yeah.
Because you left.
Yep, I left and then I came back, yep.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was that experience like?
What? Like leaving?
I know how it used to be like years ago, like an African kid, like in the childhood, like all the names, all the bullying.
Hell yeah, like oh
my family used to experience that. Like,
yeah, I mean, man, it started off when they used to call us African booty scratchers. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit, like, it really just triggered us, and there's a lot of things to it, but
Yeah.
definitely like me not speaking English and me not knowing how to read and stuff, it really was a big part of my life,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I like to thank my dad for always telling me like always keeping me back from like let's say after school or like if I wanted to go play with my friends to go play basketball or whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
He used to always tell me to read. He never used to let me go anywhere until I read something, you know.
Yeah.
So that obviously was a big factor. He was obviously a big factor in my life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me about like 6 years after being in America to learn how to read.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so
You feel like if it wasn't for your dad, like you would have never learned as
probably
quick as you
not
did,
because I was really hard headed, you know, like all I used to do was really get into fights and I was just going to school
just to go.
just to go because
It's
I
like day
have to,
like
you know.
daycare.
Yeah, so it was a lot, but
What's the city? What's like the city schools like down there? Like,
shit, the city is ghetto, bro. Like, I mean, from my perspective,
when you have kids, you think you'll put your kids through that education
hell
system
yeah,
in the city?
hell yeah.
But you just said it's ghetto.
It
Like
is
it's.
ghetto, but also it teaches you a lot in life, you know? Like, there's a lot of things that I went through in the city, and only the strong could like go past that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it was times like, all right, so as many people that comes to the city and obviously they follow like the other part of the bad things. Like
Like the
for
click.
example,
Like what's
like
the norm down there?
yeah, like the gangs
Yeah.
or like just smoking or
Mm-hmm.
like getting into drugs and stuff like that. But it's also like people who also like me for example, I chose a different path, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I was never a type of guy to be a follower. You know, I always wanted to be my own person, you know? Whether other people is doing let's say drugs or like trying to be in gangs or whatsoever, I always told myself like, nah, it's not who I want to be. Even though like I used to hang out with some of them, but I never follow anybody's footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about me for sure.
Did you feel like what was the disconnect, or like did you always had that energy where it's like you knew kind of right from wrong, or was there somebody there giving you advice on what not to do?
Hmm. I mean, I'm the type of person. Yes, obviously, I had a lot of people in my life that was telling me right from wrong, you know. But obviously, you can say so much to somebody, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to them if they want to take it or not.
Yeah.
But I was always the type of person to take feedbacks from everybody and just put it into my life, you know.
Yeah.
So let's say if like I have to see something with my own eyes for me to like understand. All right, this is what's happening, and this is what I'm not supposed to be doing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But you can talk to me like I was real hard headed for sure. You know, you could talk to me, you could tell me this and that, but I have to experience it, you know, for me to be like, okay, I'm not supposed to be doing this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that was me when I was young. But as I got older, you know, I obviously started realizing like, okay, I need to start listening because if you don't listen, then you're just being ignorant, you know.
Right.
So I became a listener, you know. I started listening to
Mm-hmm.
everything and learning, you know. So it took time for me to get to that point, but
Yeah.
obviously, like, this is who I am
Since you
now,
brought
you
it
know.
up, this is so. Do you know the podcast that I did with Humble and Focus with Mike? Did you see that one?
I think so, yeah.
There's a video that I posted. There's a clip I posted. It was really controversial, and I'm gonna ask you,
Mm-hmm.
what would you choose? What would you rather be? Would you rather be ignorant, or would you rather be stubborn?
Hmm. Ignorant or stubborn? I'd rather be stubborn.
Rather be stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you learn more from being stubborn?
Yeah, I mean, being ignorant, you really not learning shit, you know? What are you really learning when you're ignorant, you know? But if you're stubborn, obviously when you're stubborn, like is I mean, from my perspective,
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick both of them are
Give
bad.
me an example.
Okay? Both of them are
Give me
bad.
an example. Give me an example.
What?
Like, what scenario would you say like it's more beneficial to be stubborn rather than ignorant?
Okay. Hmm. Or for example, if somebody tells you, if your mom, let's say, if your parents tell you not to go hang with these people, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you obviously don't listen, obviously, and you just go hang with them,
Mm-hmm.
and then let's say something happens, all right, it's a learning lesson, you know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you
Nah. So
you
I'm
don't.
gonna cut you off right there,
Okay.
because I think what it means to be stubborn in that situation is whatever happened from you going to hang out with those people.
Mm-hmm.
The point of being stubborn is to continue to do it, even though that situation just happened.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the scenario I use is like, say there's a wall in front of two people. One person is stubborn, one person is ignorant,
Okay.
and you guys both hit your head on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
What the stubborn person gonna keep doing? He gonna keep hitting his head
That's
on the
a
wall.
fact.
But the ignorant person is gonna be like, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? There's something that I did not know. You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, I get it now. You're
But
right.
I'm not gonna lie, there's other scenarios where you can be like, being stubborn is more beneficial. Like in a case where, say, so one of my friends, he made a good point. He's a international student from Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, a lot of people in Cameroon was telling him, don't go to the States. Don't go to the States. There's no way you're going to get citizenship. There's no way you're going to make it there. They're going to send you back home. He said, nah. He was being stubborn. They gave him all the facts on how it's not going to work. But his kind of like ambition on wanting more in life kind of drove him to being like, nah, I'm going to try it out anyways. Like, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to find out. I'm going to figure it out. That was him being stubborn in a sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now
but stubborn,
here,
being stubborn is not always a bad thing, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Because at the end of the day, he's actually taking that risk, you know? Because if you don't try it, you will never know, right?
That's true.
So would you be the person to obviously like just listen to what people say and just go with it? Or would you be the person to take the risk and find out for yourself?
It depends on the situation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not gonna listen to anybody. What, like, obviously is people always gonna say things no matter what, you know? So I'm gonna always take that opportunity. If I feel like it's a risk I have to take and it will benefit me whether I fail or win, I'm gonna take that risk.
Right.
You know?
I agree with you.
So
I agree with you.
like, it's a tough situation. That question right there, it got me a little bit, but both of them are bad. But obviously, like, that's just what I chose. You know?
There are scenarios though where either or is beneficial. So
yeah,
I like to ask people that. It kind of throws them.
Yeah, you threw me off right there. But
so what environment in the city would you say kind of shaped you to who you are now?
The Bronx.
The Bronx?
Definitely the Bronx, man.
Some people watching this probably like, ew.
I know, but
it's a lot of competition going down.
Listen, man. Everybody talks shit about the Bronx, and I understand why, you know. but look, if you live in the Bronx, and anybody from the Bronx could tell you right now, if you live in the Bronx, you're more comfortable than anywhere in the 5 boroughs.
Why you say that?
So the Bronx is the most hated. That's number one.
They're the most hated?
Yes. And people are scared to go to the Bronx because they think it's dangerous. They just think it's a whole lot of things that happen there, you know, like obviously the crackheads, they be chasing you, all that extra stuff.
They worse than Q's on there?
Like, they worse, bro. Trust me, bro. Nigga, you give them $1, bro. They be mad because you give them $1. Like, what?
They getting mad at you.
Nigga, you asked me for money. Like, real shit, though, bro.
That's funny.
But it's like the Bronx is really like a place where it's my home, you know? I can't look past that, you know? And
what experience in the Bronx or experiences like growing up down there would you say, like, is there like a time you could relate to, like, or remember that, like, you're like, yo, I would never forget this. Like, this is why I'm this way, or this is why I'm that way. Like you said, you used to fight a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's so many, but if there was a time, I would say, during, like, definitely fighting. Yes.
Fighting.
So I was known as a fighter. Like that's really all I did,
Was this when you didn't speak English?
Yes.
You think you were fighting
Yes.
because of that?
hmm
Mm.
And a lot of people used to laugh at me because of that. And there was many times where people was just around me just to like be cool with me,
Mm-hmm.
just to laugh at me
Just to
because
laugh
the
at
way
you.
I speak
Yeah.
or try to speak English,
Mm-hmm.
or just to like use anything against me with other, like to talk about with other friends.
Yeah.
So I was never like a fighter, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it came to a point where I had to stand up for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not really like the main factor, but that's definitely one of them though.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
I see. I like it.
Mhm.
What when did you first like, you know what, before that, was this some, and I kind of asked this before, but was there someone specifically or like something early on that kind of like pushed you to being a leader or like push you to being creative, and like where did you understand that part about yourself where you're like, yo, I could really do anything I want to
You going in, buddy. You're
do?
going in, but all right. I'm gonna get a little deep here, okay?
Go for it.
But all right, since I was a kid, I was always lost. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like even now, I'm still lost. But like I was always a lost kid. That's number one for sure. And I always like told myself that I was always gonna be great, no matter what. Anything that happens to me, I always brush it off and just keep going. And that's one thing about me. And now it's like I have so much going on, and I have goals, and I have like dreams that I want to like accomplish and chase and stuff. And that distracts me from thinking about everything that happened to me when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But I overcame a lot of things, and I don't talk about it as much, but I always wanted to be great. So that was
Right.
that that was my mindset. And my dad always told me like everything I went through, anytime I was sad, anytime I was angry, my dad always told me to basically he always just told me to basically think about the future.
Mm.
It's gonna get better when you get older every time. So
Mm.
yeah, that's about it to be honest.
Do you feel like those hardships that you overcame were more of a push to do better
For sure.
because of not wanting to be in a situation like that ever again?
For sure. Like anything that happens to me, I always told myself like it's gonna get better, and like I'm always a problem solver. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't even cry. Like I don't remember the last time I cried, seriously. Like I'm the type of guy, it could be the worst thing that happens to me, and I could be in the worst predicament, and I promise you my question will be what can we do to solve it?
Mm.
And that motivates me to keep going, and that makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Because once it's solved, what's there to be crying for?
Right. Right.
Once it's solved, it's done. You
Right.
know. So that was always my mindset of things.
Yeah.
Like I can't just sit around. Like I don't mind like being around people that's more emotional than me. Like it's okay, but I'm not very emotional.
It's
And
okay,
I
but
and I yeah, like I use my emotions differently. I like yeah, I use my emotions differently, and I know other people sometimes they might be more emotional than me,
mm-hmm.
but that's just not me, you
Yeah.
know? So,
There's something I've seen, because you ever heard the saying like, not to bring it to this topic, but men have a more logical based way of thinking and women have a emotional based way of thinking.
mhm.
There's also a study that shows that that logical based way of thinking comes from a very deep emotional based way of thinking. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So do you feel like a lot of your logical thinking comes from a big emotional feeling about that thing that you're thinking about?
I think so. I can't tell, you know. I
Yeah.
haven't really tapped into that area yet,
That's
you
deep
know.
right there.
All I know for sure
Mm-hmm.
is that, and the way I think and my logic is
Mm-hmm.
like towards treat, like, because just because I'm not emotional, I'm not gonna sit here and make everybody not emotional. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
So my logic is, what's serious to you might not be serious to me,
Mm-hmm.
but what's serious to me might not be serious to you. So at the end of the day, I have to take everything into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for example, let's say I'm with somebody and somebody stepped on their feet on a brand new sneaker, for
Mm-hmm.
example, you know, they might take that personally, you know, but me in my head, I'm like, oh, it's not that serious,
It's
you
not that
know,
serious, right?
but I like to put myself in their shoes
Mm-hmm.
and give them the benefit of the doubt and say, all right, that this is serious for them.
Right, right.
So actually take this into consideration, you
Having
know?
that empathy for them.
Yes.
Mm.
So that's my logic, you know?
Right, right.
So
If you care about it, I care about
literally,
it. Okay.
literally, you know?
You're a good person, man.
Yeah.
That's a
And
good
that
thing.
makes life easier, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yep, yep.
So when did you first realize you had like that hustle or like that entrepreneurial side of
That hustle. Shit. Man, I'm from the city, man.
you?
Everybody want to get fly, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I always wanted Jordans. I always wanted clothes. I always wanted everything everybody had, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was young, we used to do everything. Like me and my friends, we used to like, all right, most of the kids in my family, I mean, most of the kids around my neighborhood, you know, they used to go around, you know, going in the train stations selling candy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say I did that. I never did that. I did other things. For example, I went to gas station, pump people gas, you know,
Cool.
just to get a little
At
money,
what
you
at what
know.
age you used to do that?
And this was when I was like 11, 12, 13, you know,
Wow.
like, and like me and my friends used to like just make money and try to buy clothes with that, you know,
Mm.
or maybe even try to buy food for the
Was it like
day.
you and a group of guys or
Yeah,
per
I
se?
had I have four other people
Mm-hmm.
that's my best friends,
Yeah.
and one of them is my actual brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So
What gas stations you used to go to?
any gas station,
Any gas
it
station?
doesn't matter
Name some
where.
so when they watch this, they can be like, yo, I know what he's talking about.
I can't remember the gas station,
Yeah.
you know, but
That would have been crazy. At that age, do you feel like it was like was y'all scared? Was y'all not scared? Like 11,
hell
12?
nah. We was outside.
I was like, we trying to get money, like
Shit, we was outside every single day, you know, like
yeah.
playing basketball from sunset to sunrise, getting our ass whooped when we get home. Like it just never stopped, you
Was that
know.
like the only hustle y'all was on when y'all was younger or
It was many other hustle, you know, but can't really speak on that.
you
But
can. Ain't no limits around
you
here.
know,
I mean, if you want to share it, share it. I'm with it. I'm all ears, but
I mean, other hustles, I would definitely say we definitely used to ask people for money too.
yeah, just out
You
the gate,
know,
like yo, let
be
me get
like,
some.
hey, we got a basketball tournament we want to start up, you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like we had a box saying the basketball
Oh,
tournament,
y'all
you
used to
know, a
be
line and
getting
stuff,
people.
you know. And then we used to like get a couple of dollars out of that, you know.
Yeah.
We used to go out to water parks and stuff in the
Mm-hmm.
summers, you know.
You feel like when you was that age, like doing stuff like that, at that time, did you have an idea of like, yo, when I become the age or when I get the opportunity to, I'm gonna really start doing business, like getting legit with it and move forward with that.
Hell no. And I wasn't thinking of any of that. I was just thinking for the moment.
Yeah, for the
At
moment.
that time, we were just trying to make some money, you
Mm-hmm.
know, go out, you know, hang out with each other and like just do everything as possible just to enjoy ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
Like we was too young to realize what we was doing or what we was trying to become in the
Mm-hmm.
future, you know.
Yeah.
It was just us just trying to live our life, you know.
Yeah. So we were speaking earlier before we started filming, and you mentioned you graduated high school in 2019, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then from there, that was your transition to Syracuse?
Yes.
Okay. And so how did Syracuse even come into the picture? Like,
Syracuse?
yeah, like how did that come into the picture?
I mean, I didn't really have the best grades in high school, so that was really the only school that accepted me. I'm not gonna lie.
What school? What school is that?
Oh, so it was Underdog Community College, you
Okay.
know, so OCC.
OCC.
Yeah, so I went there for 2 years, and yeah, that was about it.
What did you major in?
So at first, I went in as an undecided,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously I had to choose a major
Right.
after my first semester, and I be and it was fire protection technology.
Mm.
So that's basically, for whoever don't know, it was basically in the fire field, you know, like I was a fireman, obviously. I was a bunkin for 2 years of my time in OCC, and I was actually living in the fire department. Like my first year, I was living in the dorms.
In the fire department?
Yes, my first year I was living in the dorms.
That's
I
a
did my
thing?
freshman year,
Yeah.
and then my second year, after passing most of the classes, I was required to live in the fire department. So I don't know if you know the fire department right by OCC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about. Yeah.
that one right there. It's called Onondaga Hill. So
Right next to the gas station.
yep.
Yeah.
I did that for 2 years. So
Wow.
that was
And you were still in school at the same time.
yeah, I was still in school at the same time.
Wow.
Yep.
They
And
like pulled you out of campus life, like.
yeah.
Was it
But
weird for you?
still,
But the school was like right up the street.
yeah,
So.
yeah. Like it wasn't like it wasn't like it wasn't a bad thing, you know? Like it was something that I had to do for the experience, obviously, and like learn like my major and my classes faster and pass my tests and stuff, you know? So yeah, I did that for 2 years. So it's basically called bunking. So bunking is basically you living in the fire department, you know? So
wait, so I may be confused.
what?
What happened? What was Casanova?
Casanova?
Yeah, Casanova College.
Yeah.
Did you ever go there?
No.
You never went there?
Mm-mm.
So when did I meet you?
You met me.
I met you when you were going to OCC?
I think you met me in like 2020, bro.
In 2020?
Yeah.
So about a year after you came up here.
Yes.
Wait, so I met you through my sister.
Yes.
Okay. She was going to Casanova at the time.
She was going there, but I never went to that school.
You never went to that school?
No, after she came to OCC.
Yeah.
And that's when I met her.
But
I think that was 2021.
Shout out to my sister Mawahib.
Mawahib.
Nubian Brave Boutique.
Her name is not Mawahib. Her name is Mawa.
It's Mawa.
Okay.
That's what they call them.
Yo, I think I started that name.
Yeah, I think you did.
I definitely started.
Definitely did.
Because I didn't know how to say her name, so I was like Mawa.
Mawa.
I kept it very short.
It came around. It got a little ring to it. Wait, so wow, this whole time I thought you went to Casanova.
No,
that's crazy.
No. She went there.
She went there. Okay.
Yeah, but after she came to OCC, then that's where we met.
Yeah. Okay. So what was that transition like coming from the city to upstate?
So I always knew, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was tired of the city, you know. So like I always told myself during high school years, like I was like, if whenever I graduate, I'm going away for school, you know, no matter what. Like I had so many like opportunities to like play basketball in the city.
Yeah.
And like some schools wanted me to play, obviously, but I always told myself like I wanted to like leave, you know. And I just wanted something new, you know. I was tired of like living in the city, you know.
You know what needs to be new? You gotta get in that court with me.
That court?
He be ducking me, y'all. Yeah, you gotta get in that. I be seeing your MVP trophies or whatnot in these uncle leagues.
This guy, man. Listen, man. this is my son right here, okay?
Here we go.
Like I the day I met this guy, he was in his pajamas,
In my
like
pajamas.
he was he was in his football gear, like asking me to help him throw a
Yeah,
football,
I was real young when I met you.
That's a fact.
We used
You was
to,
in like 10th grade, right?
yeah, I think I was in 10th grade in high
That's
school at the time.
crazy, man.
Real young. And shoot, I remember being on the phone with you when I got to college,
Yeah,
and we were just going off
I
like
know.
we were just going off on the phone, talking about everything we wanted.
For
And
real.
you told me one thing that stuck with me. That you was like, one thing that you learned is to take everything one step at a time.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
at that time I was trying to do everything,
Yeah.
and even now I'm still trying to do everything.
Yep.
But
Yep.
like that take that one step at a time was like, I needed to hear that, because when you want to produce something but you feel you can't, because you're trying to take on the world, but
Yeah.
you're taking it on trying to with big steps,
Mhm.
instead of little steps. So when you told me that, I was like, okay, that kind of helped me like get through college a little bit more, because even in college I was doing so much stuff in college.
I know. Yep. I remember, man.
Yeah.
You was in the frat organization. Wait, you was in a
Yeah.
you was in a frat. What else? You was working.
Student ambassador.
You
I was
was
a
in school.
RA.
You was
All
doing
kinds of crazy.
everything, man.
Yeah.
But you did it though, man.
We
You're
here
here now,
now.
you know?
We here now. So when you first got here, did you already have that like kind of like event promoting idea in your mind?
Hell no.
When did that come about?
All right.
I gotta hear it from the start to finish. Like, where
All
did
right,
this
I
come
got
from?
you. But all right. All this started at my birthday party. This was like 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I did my birthday party. I think my 20th birthday. I did my first birthday party. This is like the first party I ever had for myself. And me and my friends was like, we was talking about it. We was asking ourselves like, what do we want to do for Keebay's birthday,
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't really want to go to other events because anytime we go to another event, they always tell us to pay or like they don't want
Where
to
were
let.
you at this time? Back home, like in
This
the
was
city?
OCC.
At OCC?
Yeah, I was at
So this is your
OCC.
second year at OCC?
Yes.
Okay.
So, like they always wanted us to pay. They wanted us to like, they always tell us no to not
Yeah.
come in or whatsoever because we're not valid or whatsoever.
As y'all say, day room. It was just day
Yeah, they
room.
was being day room, bro. Like this shit was annoying, bro. But so I decided, I'm like, hey, all right, let's do a B&B party.
Mm-hmm.
So I did my first B&B party and that shit was lit. Like I'm talking about, it was people that I don't even know that was just coming and coming. I don't
Yeah.
know if it was just no party in Syracuse that day,
Mm-hmm.
but that day
And at that time,
everybody popped out.
that's when B&B didn't have all them regulations they do
Yeah,
now.
bro. So it
Y'all had free
was,
room. Y'all in school. Y'all did.
yeah, bro. We had so much fun,
Did you
and
charge at that event?
yes.
Yeah.
hmm
What was that money like?
It was easy.
Yeah.
It was easy money, but it wasn't really about the money. I just really wanted to just
Enjoy
enjoy
your birthday.
times and my birthday with my friends,
Yeah.
and yeah. And then after that, people just kept asking like, when is the next party? When is the next party?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, shit, why not?
Yeah.
So I just like the feeling of everybody coming together
Mm-hmm.
and seeing them enjoy themselves.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I was a party head before. Like I was never a party
Before going to
head.
OCC, or
Nah, like during OCC when
during
I started.
OCC?
Because I didn't really party till I got to college.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was always like chill, playing sports and like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was like when I was in OCC, obviously me and my friends always went out because we wanted to experience what college was about.
Yeah.
Like every normal college student.
Yeah.
But now is like different. Like it obviously became a part of me. And I'm
From a
like
business side, or like.
from I'll say both,
Mm-hmm.
from a business side and from a fun side. Like if you know me
Sorry.
now, if you know me now, like I don't really party no more. I just have the event, make sure everybody's safe.
Mm-hmm.
I might get it on the dance floor, bust a little move, but
Yeah, you sound like Unc for real.
chill, chill, chill. Nah, but like I just want everybody to have fun for real.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing, like seeing everybody come together with no drama, just trying to enjoy themselves,
Mm-hmm.
going home.
Right.
It's a great feeling, and plus, there's a lot of connections.
Right.
To having an event.
Right. You bringing
Like
people together, all types of
yeah,
different
and
people.
I have met a lot of people. I have met different artists from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
People have reached out to me from different places. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man.
How do you feel like, because that's in Syracuse, so how do you feel like Syracuse kind of responded to that first party at first? Well, obviously you said it was a really big party.
Yeah.
A lot of people was there, but like the expectation after, like you feel like people really embraced it and try to like help you build your kind of brand and partying at the time, or
100%. I think Syracuse itself, like I fuck with Syracuse. I'm not gonna lie. Since day one, like all that extra shit people be talking about, I get it, but like I haven't really experienced all that. Like
mm-hmm.
I know, like I know a lot of Syracuse people. I have met a lot of good people in Syracuse, and I'm actually friends with a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have some of them who I say hi and bye to or see around and say what's up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of respect. Like when people come to my events, I always give respect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever like disrespect. I don't be cocky. Like other promoters, for example, like
Mm-hmm.
when people come and support them, they always trying to like feel like they big dog, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the vibe I give. I like to like just tell them like, hey, we all in the same boat, okay? We
Yeah.
all trying to make it out. We all trying to make a little money. We all trying to do something. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're not alone type stuff,
Yeah.
So I always try to tell people that, like you don't have to come here act big and bad, or you don't have to come here and keep your guard up, like just come out and have fun,
Right.
As many times people come to the door and ask me, hey, can I come? I don't got this. Nah, you good, man.
Yeah.
As long you're being like honest and
Just
you're
being
not trying to be
real.
slick,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that,
Yeah.
But if you're just trying to be slick, trying to,
I
like
noticed that too from you. I feel like that is kind of what makes you different from
yeah,
other events, because you're there, you're at the door,
yeah, for sure.
you're
I'm always at
working,
my events
you're at your events, you're there,
because
you're at the
one thing
door.
about me, I gotta make sure everybody is safe.
Right.
At the end of the day, my name is on the line, and I have to make sure like everybody comes to the event safely and goes home safely. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing. Like
Yeah.
so I try to do as much as I can.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like since I have been having events, like it hasn't been no crazy stuff happening, like no
Yeah.
shootout, no
Yeah, I've
like
never heard of it.
no like anybody getting shot, this and that, stabbed. No.
It's 2025, so let's mark 2021 your first party to
Yeah.
now. That's
4 years.
That's 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
You had you on a 4-year run so
Yep.
far.
Yep.
That's
yep.
real. Like
Yeah.
from like my perspective, I've never seen anybody do it that long in Syracuse. That's just
so?
I can't name nobody. That's just me. I don't know if someone else can. If you can name, throw it in the comments. But I see you going far with it too. I see you going
I appreciate
many
it,
more
man.
years too.
Thank
just
you.
because it's safe, just because you hold it down. You know what I mean? And nothing from what I know never got out of control. You know what I mean?
And I started off with like house parties, B&Bs,
Mm-hmm.
but I started realizing like, damn, I'm over here messing up everybody's property by doing these events and this and
Yeah.
that. And I think that's where the turn happened.
Mm.
I think that's when I started actually using venues.
When was your first? Like, where was your first venue?
My first venue. You was there.
What? That was Dusty.
Take a guess.
That was Dusty.
Dusty Lil' Kane.
That was Dusty Lil' Kane.
So this was my biggest event in Syracuse. Okay.
Yo, I worked that event for him.
I had 800 people there, bro.
800.
This is my first event. Usually I used to have like 300, maybe max 400.
Yeah.
But
You kind of went big. You got an
bro,
artist for your first venue,
and
like
that was my first year, bro,
dang.
of doing the
That's
event.
over there in Solve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yup.
I
It
remember
was
that.
so lit, bro. Oh my God.
So what was that? What? Because let's talk about it. A
I
lot of
don't
people
want to
don't
talk
know.
about it.
Let's
I
talk.
don't want to talk
Yo, a
about
lot
it.
of people don't know what's going on, like behind the scenes during that event, because a lot of concerns was Dusty. Where is he? Like they thought it was fake.
Yeah.
They seen the flyers. They
Yep.
like,
Yep.
yo, it's at that time it was like what 12 o'clock. It's like 12 o'clock. Ain't no Dusty Lil Kane. People like, yo, where's Dusty? Where's Dusty? We about to leave. What was that from your side? Like, what was going on? Like,
So I'm gonna just give you a whole backstory of everything. All right. Is that cool?
That's cool.
All right. So that event, that was my first big event in Syracuse. And that was my first time working with an artist, you know? So it was a lot. You know, behind the scene and like you just coming to the event is two different things.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
people come to the event like, oh, this is easy, you know, I could do this, I could do that. But you don't know what happens behind the scene.
Yeah.
You know, like first off, it takes time.
Mhm.
Second off, you have to have connections.
Mhm.
Third off, you have to spend money.
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
And there's a sweet spot where you spending a lot of money and not knowing if people actually show up, isn't there?
That's a risk you gotta take.
That's the risk you gotta take.
Yep. That's the fun part about the business.
Entrepreneurship 101. Take risk.
Take risk for
Take
sure.
risk.
You know?
So what was that like for you for that Dusty event?
So obviously it was stressful, you know. And at that time, I was like we talked about earlier. I always wanted to go big, you know.
Yeah.
I was always in a rush. I wanted to conquer everything, you know. And doing that, it really made me lose a lot, you know. I lost a lot of money. I think, all right, the most part is I lost a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
And in this business, you have to make money for you to be happy, obviously,
Right.
you know.
Right.
But you know, like I missed a lot of steps before getting to that point, you know. I should have took my time. I should have done it step by step. So after that event, I told myself I would never rush. I'm gonna learn this business, and I'm gonna do everything as much as possible to not. It's either break even or make profits.
Right.
It doesn't matter if it's $1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a very stressful time, you know, and like I'll give you an example of like why it was stressful and why I lost a lot of money. So the artist obviously scammed me. You know, I never really talked about this, but he scammed me obviously. Like first off, like when you book an artist, you have to pay a deposit obviously. You know, so you can confirm everything. Once you confirm it, when they come on that day, you have to give them the other half. So after sending him that half, before he had to perform, he lied to me saying, hey, I didn't get the money. And we showed him everything. We said, hey, it's here. The money's there. It's sent to you. He didn't want to show us his phone. He just lied. And he threatened me to just drive off like, hey, I'm not going to do this if you don't send me another deposit or whatsoever. So that took a toll on me because I have spent all my money already.
Yeah.
You know, like
And
that
you in
shit.
school at the time.
I'm in school.
It ain't
I'm
easy.
in the fire department doing my work. I'm like hustling to like do all this extra stuff, you know?
Do you care to share a little of like the numbers? Like how much was he asking for?
Well, in total was 10,000, right?
Yeah.
And
bro, I know when I was in school,
bro, come on,
I ain't have no 10,000.
Like 10,000.
Yeah,
I had to work for that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
different right there.
And obviously, I had to send him 500, and I had to send him an extra 500. So he got 15,000 in total for me.
Bro.
So in that moment when he told me he didn't get the money,
Mm-hmm.
it was like a game changer for me. And I felt like I was stabbed behind my back
Yeah.
because throughout the whole day, I was with this guy.
Yeah.
I showed him around Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
I took him to my barbershop, bro.
Yeah.
My barbershop.
That's the
My
brotherhood
own
right
barbershop.
there. Yeah.
You know? I took him to go get eats everywhere he
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
I took him to Destiny
You
Mall.
showed him all the hospitality you could.
I knew people at Destiny Mall and they give him discounts.
Mm-hmm.
And he did that to me at the end.
Yeah.
So that was really the turning point where
Yeah.
I realized this game could really be cold.
Mm-hmm.
This game is a really cold game. Like
Yeah.
people will really, people are dirty, bro. People
Mm-hmm.
are nasty, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So that was really a game changer for me, for sure.
Like
And
how in a moment like that, how do you feel? Like, what made you be like not give up in a sense? Like, what made you not give up?
the people.
The people.
What do you think?
Yeah.
If it was up to me, I would have. I'd be like, nigga, fuck you.
Yeah, all this like expectation.
You know what
all
I'm
this-
saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Bro, oh my God. In that moment, just
Mhm.
looking at everybody's face, like my friends, myself, I'm like, damn,
Yeah. So what got him out the car? Like, what got him to actually do the?
I had to pay that.
So you paid that. He got out. He did his
Yeah,
bit.
he's wanted the extra.
Yeah.
And that's part of the game.
That's part
you know,
of it.
I had to take that out.
Mm-hmm.
Chin out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that was really the game changer for me. And I obviously didn't know that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I obviously,
Your first
yeah.
venue, like first
And
actual.
and I didn't have contract written. I didn't
Yeah.
have any of that.
All
You know,
under the
I was
table.
just doing this under the table.
Yeah.
And at that point, he could do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
I have everybody there already.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking long to come perform.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to perform at 12 o'clock, and he performed at 1 o'clock, 1:30.
Yeah.
And the venue closes at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So people was leaving, and people like, not everybody left, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people left, you know,
Yeah.
because they thought it was a lie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, obviously, all right, I want to give a big shout out to two of my friends, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Moses and Wilma, they looked out for me, bro. They definitely put up for me, and they helped me pay that.
Mm-hmm.
They came all the way from the city, too.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so shout out to them for sure. But yeah, like the reason why I continued to like I obviously have the event was because of the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I couldn't let them down.
Yeah.
And that's my name on the line, you know?
Yeah.
So that was the start of everything, you
That's
know?
real from you.
Like
That's,
I went through hardship after that
yeah.
for a couple months, you know,
Mhm.
and you know, like obviously like I never gave up, you know, and I'm still here.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's real.
that's just part of the game, you know.
Yeah.
You got when you fall down, you got to get back up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's real.
yep.
So what would you say is like, and it might be in that situation right there, what would you say is like your biggest lesson from the business?
Biggest lesson. This is a good one. Biggest lesson.
Rhetorically answering from that situation, I'll say write them contracts up.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Jokingly.
But
you know.
biggest lesson for sure is when you're starting up, do not rush to like basically do things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like take the time, learn, and obviously have a team if you can too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you can build a team up so everybody has a part in it,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be easier. Because I did all that by myself. And I'm still doing all this by myself, you know? Because I tried having a team before and it was a shit show, you know? Because nobody's gonna care about your business like you do, you know? And as long as you're doing your business, so you find people that wants to work and want the same thing you want, just keep going along.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're just gonna bring you down, and it's just gonna be unnecessary things on the side that you don't need.
That's real.
Yeah,
That's real.
sure. And like at first, it was very hard and stressful because I had to get the venue, I had to get the artists, I had to get the DJs, I had to get the sound, I had to get the what else? Shit, I had to get the security. You know what I'm saying? Like all that is a lot already, you know.
Yeah.
And people don't realize when they come to events, and I'm not blaming people, you know, but when they come to events, they talk about how pricey it is, you know, and all this extra stuff, or like why you can't just let me in for free. They don't realize like the amount of money and the time and the search and the connections we do to make that event happen, you know?
Right.
And obviously you have to be professional no matter what, you know, because they don't know. So obviously like that that's really one of the biggest things that's so annoying.
Yeah.
You know, but it doesn't really bother me anymore. I feel like I'm a professional now, you know? Like it doesn't get to me no more. I could do an event by myself in 2 seconds. All I gotta do is make calls.
Right.
Like I'm at a point right now in my life where I'm I'm literally just sitting back. I have prodigies that helps me like I have prodigies that like help me like promote events too. Or like I'm teaching them the ways. So
I think I know who you're talking about. You got a little team that you building.
yeah, for sure. Like
I feel like you giving them the sauce. Like
no, yeah, I have been working with a lot of people, you know, trying to like show them the way, you know, because obviously I'm not gonna be here all my life, you know, and it's always good to have other people who wants to take it serious and giving them that advices and the sauce or whatever, you know. So I have people that I have been working with, and I feel like they're doing good, you know. And once they're ready, they'll take over too, you know. So
those guys got a lot of energy.
nah, for sure.
They got a lot of energy.
They just gotta be more professional, but they'll get there.
Yeah.
If they want it as bad
Yeah.
enough, you know.
So how do you? No, you kind of already shared it, like how you handle setbacks and stuff if events don't go as planned.
Setbacks. I mean, like I said, I'm used to it at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not always gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? It's not always gonna be a rainy day. I mean, a happy day, a sunny day. You know what I'm saying? It's not always gonna be that. You know, so whether I have a setback, you just gotta improvise. You know,
Right.
at the end of the day, that's just part of the game. You know, you can't just be like, all right, it's over, everything canceled. Nah, people already got their tickets. What you gonna do? You got 1 hour left. Make them calls. Go into venues.
Right.
You know? And I have never told nobody this, but only me and one of my friends know. Shout out to Mike. So during the event of Dusty Locane, my previous event space canceled on me 2 days before.
Before that venue in Solvay?
So I had surgery around that time for my knee.
Yeah.
And it was like 2 months in, and I couldn't even walk. But during that day of the event, I really like I put my cane on the side. I was just dragging my feet.
Wow.
I had to make it, bro. I didn't want to look like I was hurt or any of that.
Yeah.
And those 2 days, I'm talking about from 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock a.m. to like 10 o'clock p.m. I was going to event spaces after event spaces after event spaces, recreation centers, basketball gyms. Like it was nonstop, bro, from morning to night because I had to make it happen. You know, like I couldn't let anybody down.
And was Mike the one was he the connect that found it for you?
No, he was with me.
He was with you
the whole time.
He in your ear?
No, he was just with me.
He was just with you?
Yes, he was riding along with me, trying to help
Mike.
me find places.
Yeah.
He was in my ear too, but yeah.
That's
so it was very very hard, you know.
Dang, these 4 years.
That was supposed to be canceled, that event.
That event, yeah.
And the last one, bro, the last one said I was good. I swear to God, bro, I can't make this up.
Yeah.
Literally, bro.
For the venue.
The day before, bro, the last event space said yes, bro.
Wow.
Yo,
You got a different level of ambition.
I'm telling you,
different
bro.
level of drive.
And also, my ex around that time, she was a big part of this too, bro. Like she organized everything with me. And I feel like if I was to like say if I had a team, she would definitely be a part of it. She was definitely like a part of the team. I'm not gonna lie, around that time, because she definitely helped me see a different side of things, and she also like decorated the whole venue because that shit was looking like trash.
Yeah.
And we sat down and really organized the whole thing. Like I built my own stage.
Really?
For that Dusty Locane event.
Wow.
I built that stage.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Bro, I literally went to go buy the stage.
Yeah.
The same day. The person, they didn't have anybody to build it for me.
And you was there building.
I built it. With
my
with a couple friends, obviously. Couple friends, you know, but like we built that, bro.
Yeah. So that's a different level.
Like, bro, it was so much. It was, but like that really taught me everything I need to know in this business. Like all the wrongs, all the bad things that happened that day or during that whole event, it really made me a better promoter, a better event organizer.
You feel like you would rather have that happen so early in your promoting career rather than later?
Hell yeah. And it did. Yeah. And that's really all I need to learn.
Dang.
I'm telling you, bro.
Dang.
There's a lot to this shit, man.
Yeah, they always say new businesses or small businesses, they fail. They're more likely to fail within their first 5 years. Yeah. But if they persist after that, then they're gonna be in the game for a long time.
Yep.
It seemed like your 4 years it was right there a few times.
Yeah, like, you know,
and you was able
I try to be consistent as much as I can, you know. And I hate that people always like. I hate people always say like, damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Continue on. Sorry.
Yeah. So what kind of energy or like culture do you want people to feel when they come to like Keemoneyproductions?
I wanna make them feel like they're a part of this, you know, like it's not about me, it's about all of us, you know? Like at the end of the day, you're like it could be snowing and people are coming to my events.
Yeah.
You know, like it could be a snowstorm and people is outside still with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not about me, bro. It's about all of us. Because you're the one that's getting up, getting dressed, buying a new dress, buying a new outfit, whatever, you know? And coming out and supporting.
Right.
At the end of the day, this is not about me. Like all these venue spaces I'm getting into, like Westcott, Jamaican Q's, like all these places, all these big event spaces, you know, like it's because of y'all. Like it's not about me only, you know? What they see is what I show them.
Right.
And once I show them that, they say yes.
They say yes.
And what I show them is y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not about me, bro. Like I just want people to come out and have fun, you know? And also like I hate that people keep doing this, you know? They keep trying to separate, and this is a big topic for me. And it's been a big topic since day one, since I started, you know? People always try to separate college students and the so-called townies.
You talking about something now.
Like, bro.
Oh,
that
I know what you're talking about.
Shit, listen, bro.
Yeah.
That shit irritates the shit out of me, bro.
How come?
So, my events personally, I do not discriminate. I don't give a hell who you are. anybody's valid.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to come party, don't come out.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sick and tired of people always doing that, bro. Like, I see other promoters, let's say I collab with them, and they tell me, oh, we don't want no townies. Oh, we only want college students. Obviously, I started throwing parties when I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I had a lot of college friends. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And, all right, I understand, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's some aspect where, like, people get drunk and they do dumb stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they obviously, like, mess up the party.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody has to go home. But it's like, I feel like the outbreak of me like transitioning to the town
Mm-hmm.
itself was like 2023,
I can see
because
that.
that was my first summer I stayed up in Syracuse because I was doing my internship and I was working with the juvenile kids.
Right.
Remember when I told you that?
Yeah.
So I was working with the juvenile kids. That's when I started. And I did an event with only the town.
Mm. And that was like your first event, you feel like?
Yeah, that was my first event with only the town. No college student.
Yeah.
And that shit, it was at Westcott too.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was lit.
Wow.
No fights, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, sometimes I look back, I'm like, sometimes I think to myself, I'll be like, all right, why is all this happening in other places, but it's not happening at my events? So I tell myself, like I had a chat with some of my peoples, and I told them like some of the aspect they gave me was like, all right, when you're at the door, because I'm always at the door, I'm always greeting people, I'm always showing respect, you know, and I'm always telling people, welcoming them, you know, to like, hey, go have fun, you know. So like, whenever I'm at the door, I'm always respecting people, you know, talking to them, getting to know them, you know. Obviously, there's a lot of people. It's like 500 people, 600 people, 700 people sometimes.
Right.
You know, and that's a lot. But like, I always try at the best of my ability to make sure like everybody is like welcome, you know?
Right.
And not make them feel like they're not supposed to be here, you know? So yeah, like, and that's some of the things we talked about. And anytime there's something that's about to happen, people always come and call me.
To you first.
They come to me first, like, hey, this person is this person. And you know what I do? I handle it. I go to my security, hey, call me real quick. We go talk to the person, put them on the side, and tell them, hey, it's my event. Show you respect, you show me respect. I want you to have a good night and have fun, and I want you to go home, okay?
Yeah, that's real.
And guess what? That's what happens.
Right.
Everybody party and they go home.
That's real. And that's probably what sets you aside from.
I think so too.
I definitely think so.
I think so too.
For those who don't know what the lingo townie is, could you explain that?
Okay, townie, I guess, is basically the city itself. So the residents who live in Syracuse. So a lot of times promoters don't like the fact that the residents in Syracuse to party with the college students, you know? And I don't, and yeah, that's about it, to be honest. But me personally, I don't care who comes to my event. At the end of the day, we all people, you know, like nobody's different, you know? So
I do think you're the bridge too. I really don't see no one else kind of gapping that bridge from.
No, for sure. And it's a lot of separation, and that's not fair. It's really not fair. I'm sick and tired of hearing that.
Yeah.
You know? So we should all come, because I have done it. I have done it multiple times. I have had college students in the so-called townies.
Your birthday party.
And my
recently.
events. Even my birthday party.
It was all mixed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have done it multiple times. And everybody just comes out and have fun. There's a whole lot of bougie stuff with the college student, this and that. Like, that shit is annoying, bro. Like, you're just in college, bro. You're not special.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, they're human, bro. You know?
Yeah.
I have been with every type of college students.
Yeah.
I know a lot of college students. Like,
I think too, they don't really take into account is that a good portion of the townies were college students as well at some point.
Or
Like
they
now
might,
I'm a townie, but
yeah,
I just graduated. Like that's what happened. Like
or they
you
go
know,
to college somewhere else
yeah,
and they just come back home for the
and they come
weekend. They
back
just want
home.
to party. Like,
Right.
come on, man. Just
Yeah.
because you don't know them, you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to party with the same people all the time.
Right.
You don't know, like, you got to party with different people.
Mm-hmm.
And and this is another thing too. Not only like people from college or people from the town itself
Mm-hmm.
come to my events. It's people from the city that travel
I've
to
noticed
come to
that.
my events too.
Yeah.
So I try to bring a whole different vibe. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not trying to make it a specific like group. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
not what I want.
Right.
I want to make this a global thing, like for
Right.
everybody. You know?
Oh, on that note, now that you built something solid, like where do you see it going next? Since you just started talking about it, you want it to be a global thing. What's that vision like to
Do I have to say it? Nah, I'm playing. I got you. All right. I feel like, all right.
Or do you feel yourself like staying rooted in Syracuse? Like, do you feel like you want to stay here, or would you possibly expand back to the city, or even go global, go around?
Um, I feel like right now I have some plans in Syracuse, and I have some goals that I have to accomplish first.
Mm-hmm.
I I have a plan right now, and it's not about me staying in Syracuse, not about me leaving, but I have to accomplish what I came here for,
Mm-hmm.
and once that's done, then I have other things in mind. But as of right now, I'm here, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Right.
and once that's accomplished, then we'll see.
Right. Hmm.
But
You got me thinking.
yeah,
You got me thinking. Um. Hmm. So what? So what do you want people to like say about Keemoney Productions like 5 years from now?
5 years from now,
Yeah.
um,
You feel like that spark will still be there 5 years from now?
5 years
Could
from
you
now,
say? Do you know?
listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not about me, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
like, and it's not even me trying to like act all cool, this and that. I'm really just a humble person, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really care about being on the main screen. I don't really care about being in the face of everything, you know?
Yeah.
I just do what I like. Like, I started this shit because I wanted to enjoy like time with my friends in college.
Right.
So I did a birthday party. Just think about it, bro.
Right.
I did a birthday party just to enjoy a time with my friends, you know, instead of going to other parties and then like getting kicked out, telling us, oh, we can't come in because whatsoever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I started this shit, bro. Like, I started this shit because I wanted to enjoy this shit, bro. And obviously it became a part of me, and that's fine. And then as I keep going, I'm making connections. I'm talking to different people, you know? So all this is already like I'm already accomplishing a lot of goals.
Mm-hmm.
I have talked to different artists. I have brought like 5, 6, 7 artists already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm still in the process, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
things just don't happen overnight.
Right.
You know, success just don't happen overnight.
And you've worked for it.
You
You
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
worked for it.
It could probably take 5 years, 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
15 years, as long as you're consistent and you're never giving up. I would
Right.
never give up, bro.
Right.
And whatever I want, I would never give up. Mike Tyson once said, and I always like this quote, and I always tell and I always use this a day in my life every single time. He was like, you gotta do something. You gotta do everything like you love it. Anything you do in this life. Even if you don't like it, you still gotta do it like you love it.
Like you love it. That's real rap right
and that
there.
always stays with me.
Yeah.
You got to give it your 100 no matter what.
Hmm.
So,
Um, this is what I meant to ask you earlier because you speak of Syracuse like you see something here, like there's a like you see something in Syracuse.
yeah.
The way you speak of it, I can see the attachment that you have to it, and it's kind of similar to mine.
Hmm.
Where does that come from? Do you actually see something in Syracuse?
Um, as a work perspective, though, like
Like,
as of just a party scene or just in general.
just in general, like, do you see yourself, hypothetically speaking, you become a billionaire? Do you see yourself investing a lot back into Syracuse?
Um, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But my biggest key right now is really like one of my biggest goals for Syracuse is really just to open up a venue space of my own.
I like that.
And it won't just be here.
Mm-hmm.
I have other plans in the city, but yes, I will want to open up my own event space one day. So, yeah,
I like
I'll
that.
say that. That's
I
it.
can see KMP, big light up glowing logo on the building. I can see that for you, and I wish that for you, for real.
Appreciate it.
That's what's up.
You
Hmm.
know, do you know how that name started?
How?
KMP.
KMP?
So when I was in high school, it's a funny story.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I used to like I used to like always walk around and just tell girls, "Yeah, my name Keemoney." Like on some funny shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was corny, but I always used to just tell myself, "Oh, my name Keemoney. My name Keemoney."
Was it you that made that decision? Like, okay, I'm gonna make it Keemoneyproduction.
Yeah, and I was like, "Shit, what the fuck? What name am I gonna pick?" And
Yeah.
I was just like, "Shit, KMP, Key Money Production." And
Keemoneyproduction.
that should sound good.
It
I'm like,
sound good.
I bet.
It got a
Why
nice
not?
ring
You
to it.
know?
It definitely
But
has a nice
I
ring
might
to it.
change it up one day
You think so?
because I feel like it's becoming too childish now.
Nah, I don't think
You
so.
don't think
I
so?
don't think so. Like, and that story right there too is something for people to look back upon, and when they hear it,
Yeah,
they gonna they gonna resemble with them more.
that's
They're
a
like,
fact.
yo, he made
Yeah,
this when he was a child, just being funny.
that's a fact.
And when kids watch it, they're gonna be like, yo, I'm a child right now being funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like KMP, like it wasn't like Key Money Production. Like when I first when I first put that name, like people was actually telling me like it's bad, it's bad.
Hmm.
I was like, I don't care what you think. You know,
Yeah,
I'm still gonna pick it. You know,
I
but
know how that goes.
yeah,
That feels the same with Formless
yep,
until I shared and expressed like what it means.
yeah,
Then they're like, okay, I think the meaning behind it is what makes the name.
yep,
You know,
yep,
instead of the name itself.
yep.
You know, for sure. Wow. Do you have any advice for any viewers, even young aspiring entrepreneurs or people who may want to get into the business?
Hmm. One thing I could say is be original. Everybody has to understand that. You know, like in this generation, a lot of people just wanna follow, follow, follow. You know, like be original, be unique, and create your own ways. You know, because a lot of times people want to do something, but they don't want to put in the work. You know, you have to learn how to put in the work and actually like not become a follower. You know, like I'll give you an example. Why do you think I always have venue spaces? Why do you think I'm always like I'm still doing this right now? It's because I'm always putting in that work. I'm always like doing the behind the scenes and actually like doing overtime in this, talking to people, making connections. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I could say for sure. Just become unique. you know, and actually be original with everything you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Is there anything else you want to get off your chest?
Hmm.
We've been rolling. We've been rolling. This was
I
really good.
know. Yeah, I did so much today too, so I'm so tired.
Yeah.
But
The best conversations come when you're tired.
yeah, but I mean, anything is possible, bro. Like
Yeah.
you could do whatever you put your mind on. Seriously, like anything is really possible. Like I would have never thought I would be in this position. You know, like there's a lot of things that I went through that I could have just gave up, and I could have just, like maybe just like I could have fell into like a lot of things, a lot of bad stuff. But I always told myself like I'm better than that, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna always be great. You gotta believe in yourself before anybody.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you was born alone, you're gonna die alone. So if you're alone, it's fine. You should enjoy that. Because that's where you're really gonna find out who you are, you know? So just stick to yourself, everything will work out and keep going. Never give up.
Granted.
Yep.
Said by yours truly. Keemoneyproductions. Yo, I appreciate you for coming through.
Of course, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Always.
I'm proud of you too, bro, for real.
Thank you. Thank
Keep
you.
up the good work,
A
man.
lot of people don't see what goes on behind the scenes. And what you shared today, like now
Yeah.
they know. I hope people are able to connect with it, connect with the story, and support 1,000 times more now. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
You're definitely living proof that like staying consistent and believing in yourself,
Yep.
staying in your lane, building your own following, like you're definitely proof that it's gonna go somewhere. Like from
Yep.
your story, from what you just shared, like from start to finish, from that first college party, your birthday party, to now, from that first venue to not, like the
Yeah.
proof, bro.
Yep. Yep.
Coming from the city, coming from the kid that didn't speak English growing up, going back home, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're definitely living proof. I definitely perceive you as a Formless leader. I'm happy, I'm grateful for having you being on my platform. I won't cry. Like from when I
Don't
met
cry,
this dude,
man.
like from when I met you, like I always knew like something great is gonna come out of this relationship. Like
Yep.
you're a really good dude. You're a solid dude for real.
Appreciate you, man.
Um, but yeah, you want to let people know where to find you, follow you?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram. My personal Instagram, actually. Follow my Key Money Production
I was gonna say
page.
you're gonna give
It's
that out.
KeemoneyProduction. Key Money Production. Let's get it.
No, that's a wrap for today's episode, y'all. On Formless, where we keep shining light on people,
Yes,
shaping their
sir.
stories. Follow Keebay at Keemoneyproductions. Follow Formless Leaders for more content, for more conversations that remind you that growth starts with being real about who you are. That being said, we're gonna close out with a good one. Shape your future. Peace.
Let's get it.